For a while in the low-end radio studio, I have had this right here, which for those of you that are just tuning in, this is a Dell Inspiron 530 with a Core 2 Quad Q6600 doing the slideshow activity, but this machine has got some quirks, and the most interesting of which is that at random, and it seems to be doing it more often now than it did when I originally put it in here, it will just shut down. And I'm really not sure why. The power button's not responsive when the computer is on, and it shuts down gracefully, as if somebody has pushed the power button. So I really don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's overheating because I did turn the fan speed down. I don't know, but I really can't have that happening during a broadcast, which it's done a couple of times. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it. Some of you might remember, in recent times, I replaced the stream encoder computer, which was a Core i7-2600, with the Core i7-4770 based system that I found in the trash. Well, the 2600 system is right here. If you're wondering what I knocked over, it's actually the side panel for this machine. But it's right here. It's still running. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the SSD that I liberated from the Dell XPS L502X, put it in here, and I'm going to install Windows 8.1 and use this as a slideshow computer. But I'm going to do a couple of other things. Number one, the onboard Ethernet doesn't work, so I've got this add-in Intel Pro 1000 right there. I'm going to take out the wireless card because it's not required, and I'm going to replace this video card with this one, hopefully. I don't know if this one actually works, but we're going to find out, because it's got the VGA connection on it, and I want to eliminate the DVI to VGA adapter if I can at all do so. So that is pretty much how that is going to work. So I gotta stop yanking and start working, so I'm gonna go ahead and just shut this thing down. I've already transferred all the data off of it that I know I need. So I'm going to shut it off and take out the SSD, and well, we'll see where we go from there. So I got the video card changed out, and everything looks like it's working. Got my USB stick in here, so I can actually go ahead and check and just make sure that yes, it is there. So it should be working just fine. So go ahead and we will save and exit. System should reboot. It won't power off, or it will power off. Not entirely sure why. It's an Intel motherboard. And we will go to the USB, which will probably not boot, because the UEFI or something equally as dumb. Okay. Install now. I'm going to have to put in the product key. I just forgot about that. So I better go do that. And we are off to the races. Going strong. I love how it does that. They haven't managed to fix that, of course. Windows 10 has a completely new installer, so I guess they did finally manage to fix that. This shouldn't take too long at all. Now here we are at the desktop. Probably got a million updates to install. Oh, I forgot about that. So, yeah, I got some work to do. Got my work cut out for me. But what I'd like to do is come in here and run updates. Do that first. Make sure it's actually going to work, because it may not. There have been some issues with that before. On the other machine that's down there, it will not check for updates. It refuses. And I'm not really sure why. It's very interesting. Alright, it's the next morning. Making progress. I have made progress on this machine. as you can see, I have switched to Windows 7 because Windows 8 really didn't want to work on this machine. Wouldn't activate. I really don't know why. And I also made the realization that I installed the 32-bit version of Windows 8 as opposed to the 64-bit, so I was going to have to reinstall anyway. So I figured, why would I waste my time installing something that's probably not going to work? I'm just going to go ahead and use Windows 7. So I did. And here it is. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. So there you go. It is all configured. All the updates are installed, I think, except for a definition update for Defender. I think that's the only one that's not. And the other thing that I didn't do is I did not install my Office program, which I will need. But everything else, I do believe, is installed. I'll have to check the other machine, which I'm going to actually go over and power on right now. Because I'm going to have to take the slideshows and stuff off of it. So we'll see if it screws up. That monitor does not like this computer. Alright, let me log in on that one. Screw moving it over to the new machine. I'm going to move it over to the server. And then I'll map the folder as a network drive on the new machine, and we'll do it that way. Alright, everything is now transferred over, so the last thing to do here is to shut down the old machine. Take it out. Map the drive on the new one over there, and then put the new one in place. I'm going to have to get some more lighting in here, because even though it's only about 3 o'clock, 3:30, it is getting dark outside. Yeah, the end of the year is nigh, folks. And there it is, back in its rightful place. I am going to have to reset all the settings because, of course, it's got no CMOS battery. The holder fell out. I'm going to take the opportunity to actually set it properly. So, here you go. The best part, took the power usage to a nice, comfortable 64 watts. Much better than 150 from that Dell thing down there. It's recording, it's telling me to change the battery, so I think that's probably going to just about do it for this video. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off, and I'll see you next time. Till then.